We all want the best education for our students. Part of such an education includes an understanding of the changing world of work. This is where TRIP comes in. Otherwise known as the Teacher Release to Industry program, TRIP operates under the umbrella of the Victorian Employers' Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Directorate of School Education. It enables experienced teachers to work full-time in an industry setting for an extended period. The skills they learn in the workplace can enrich school programs in unexpected ways.
At the start of this year, I wasn't really sure of the benefits of TRIP to the college. However, since that time, I've had a number of contacts with our two TRIP teachers, Ron Thomas and Alan McLean. Alan, who works for the Historic Buildings Council, has met with me regularly throughout the year, and we have established a number of projects which will benefit the college.
There are just so many benefits for schools in a program like that. You benefit just in so many ways. To start with, there's the kids. You've got a real credibility with the kids when you come back. They say, hey, she's been there, she's done that, she knows what it's like, she really knows.
When I was working at Williamstown Council, I learned a lot about particular training needs that adults had, but at the same time I was able to identify those needs in my students back in the classroom. Things such as working as part of a team, literacy, being able to solve problems, being able to think for yourself, take initiative, and it made me think...
There's the element with the school community. They see you as someone who's been out in industry, who's been successfully out in industry for a year, and that raises your credibility with the community. And of course there's all the benefits that you bring back to the school administration itself, not just for kids, but for the staff.
The advantages for me in coming back to a new school were that I'd developed some skills in personnel management, in selection, organisation, and developed a good idea of marketing strategies. Those things applied really well to a brand new school.
Ron has worked as a project officer with the local school industry network, and in that time the college has gained greater access to links with industry and the local TAFE colleges. As a result of those links, in 1996 we have an increased number of our senior students enrolled in TAFE credit transfer courses and also in dual accreditation courses.
In 1993, as part of the TRIP program, I was privileged to work at Brown Brothers, and some of the experiences that I gained from that allowed me to introduce some things back into the school the following year. I introduced a strategic plan the following year, which required us to have a very clear vision and put together quite a comprehensive business plan, and that was done with the whole community. The second thing was the introduction of a small business enterprise into Year 11, and that enabled us to create a real business which had a management committee of local business leaders from the Wangaratta district, and it was chaired by John Brown from Brown Brothers.
TRIP teachers are employed across a wide range of industries and in many different capacities.
Here at the paint division, I've been looking at the skills required for the operators to complete their daily tasks. This involved speaking to area supervisors, line operators and natural work group leaders to determine exactly what skills were required by the people to carry out their tasks.
I've been working with Joe and Mark in the natural work groups area, which is the introduction of semi-autonomous work teams into the production.
Another responsibility that I had in BP Australia is Science Across Asia Pacific program. This program enables students across the world to be able to share information.
Small non-profit organisation, and we wanted someone who could help us target the education sector. And so we wanted someone who had really good presentation and communication skills, and we found that person through TRIP, and Sarah's that person.
I work at the Alfred Brash Soundhouse, and here we have groups of people come in, students, adults and people with disabilities, to use and learn about music technology.
My arrival at KPMG in the Organisational Change and Training Unit meant that I was able to apply many of the skills that I'd acquired over that 15 years in a range of quite diverse and very exciting, I've got to say, projects related to organisational change and training.
So they've got me working here on a number of projects on customer service training, the delivery of customer service training, performance management training, and the recruiting and training of their flight attendants along with other staff. And it's just been an absolutely fabulous year here.
During that year, teachers gain much, both personally and professionally.
One of the fantastic things about the TRIP program this year for me has been the development of enhanced communication strategies. The value of networking with community organisations, groups and individuals who have something to offer our program and that we can offer them. And just the sheer knowledge about the heritage industry, which I didn't have before starting this job. That's one of the great things about it, actually being immersed in an area outside your straight educational focus and having to get on top of that area in a very quick time.
I'd have to say this has been the single most stimulating and challenging year of professional development that I've ever had or could hope to have. I see technologies certainly respect and admire teachers, and for that reason have given me a number of very demanding roles. Roles where I've learned about managing people, managing offices, understanding office systems, understanding market forces and how to market any sort of organisation or environment. And these are things that I'll certainly be able to feed back into the education system. That makes me proud and it makes me really happy to have been part of the TRIP program.
My year at Williamstown Council gave me renewed impetus to come back to teaching, made me decide that I wanted to teach, I wanted to be in a school. I learnt an enormous amount of things. I learned how to cope with all sorts of people, really difficult people sometimes. I think I can apply those skills that I've learnt at the council to a school situation. I also feel that I'm here because I want to be. There was always that nagging doubt, am I teaching because that's all I can do? And going out and proving to myself that yes, I could do something else and that I'm back here because this is where I really want to be, was a terrific thing. And I'm still here and I'm still enjoying it.
On another level, teachers gain added recognition and respect for their skills.
And I mean, what Sarah's been able to do is really raise our profile, both with the education sector, but also with the foundations. And she's been able to help us raise money for our education program and basically just get us more into the education eye.
At Craft, I think the things we really value about our TRIP teachers are their people skills. The fact that they can work with individuals or groups and are able to bring out the best in both of those situations. Organisational skills has been another feature, both from day-to-day activities and also the longer-term strategic planning that they've been involved with and have helped develop some key plans for our future.
And I think more than anything, the fact that we get a fresh set of eyes coming into our organisation and looking at what we're doing and being able to challenge some of the approaches or methods that we use and offer some other alternatives, I think they've been tremendous advantages for us.
TRIP is a great opportunity for some of our very best teachers to be involved in a program which fosters much closer links between education and business. I strongly believe that by encouraging our teachers to be involved in TRIP, we're not only investing in them, but we're investing in our students, and therefore we're investing in our future.